AM 1310 WDPN welcomes you to the following broadcast of Mount Union basketball. We now take you courtside to our broadcast team. It's Mount Union basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Mack Center on the campus of the University of Mount Union. Today, a little OAC Saturday afternoon basketball as our Mount Union Purple Raiders take on the Cardinals of Otterbein. Hi, everybody. Sam Berkman courtside with you today from the Mack, getting you ready for the Cards and the Raiders on this Saturday afternoon. If you're out and about, be careful today, but we're certainly glad you have tuned in to see what the Mount Union Hoopsters are going to be up to here today. Mount Union enters 13-7, 10-3 in the OAC. Otterbein comes in with a record of 11-9, and they are 6-7 in the Ohio Athletic Conference. Tough night here the other night as Mount fell to John Carroll. Got to get the ship righted here now. Mount 10-3 in the conference. John Carroll 10-3 in the conference, and I'll tell you what, Heidelberg and Muskingum are just kind of lurking around the weeds. They're in action today. Both those teams will keep you in touch with the OAC scoreboard throughout the day. John Carroll will be at Wilmington. We know what Wilmington did here a week ago today. You've got the Berg is at Marietta. That could be interesting. And Muskingum has a trip to Ohio Northern. Both those games should be getting started here within the next 2 or 3 minutes. Meanwhile, Otterbein 6-7 in the OAC, 11-9 overall. So still a lot to play for here the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, we'll get ready for the OAC tournament. Next up for the Raiders, they will be at Muskingum on Wednesday, a week from today, at Heidelberg, and back home on the 19th as Baldwin Wallace will come to town for a 7 o'clock tip here at the Mack Center. Earlier today, the Mount Union ladies a winner over Otterbein by the score of 70-59. So congratulations to Coach Susie and the Lady Raiders for picking up another win on the season. Crowd still gathering here at the Mack Center as we get set for some hoops on 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. You can also catch the live audio on our Q92 Facebook page and, of course, the Q92 Sports YouTube channel as well. All right, Otterbein has been introduced. Kramer, Garrido, Evans, Heckman, and Scouted in the starting lineup for Coach Winters. Let's go over to DJ Rullywell. Get today's starting lineups for your Mount Union Purple Raiders.
Number 2, Evan Moore. And guard 6'1" senior Minnesota, number 3, Marcus Steele. And forward 6'6" sophomore Madison, number 4, Elijah Arrington. And then forward 6'6" freshman student kid, number 22, Christian Parker.
There's your starting lineups for the Purple Raiders. Chase Kassenheiser, Kevin Moore, Marcus Steele, Elijah Farrington, and of course, Christian Parker. Last time these two teams got together back on January 4th down in Westerville. Purple Raiders a road win that day by the score of 71-63. Otterbein Cardinals in the traveling red jerseys today. The Cardinal jerseys with the red shorts. Gold numbers and letters with the red, white, a little bit of black trim. Purple Raiders going with the home grays today. Little change from the home whites. Gray jerseys, gray shorts. Purple numbers and letters in the white and purple trim with that purple Nike swoosh on the left side of the shorts. Christian Parker ready to jump it up in the center circle, along with Tony Scouted. And we are just about ready to roll here for the Mack Center on this Saturday afternoon at exactly 3:15 Eastern Standard Time. And the Cardinals get the tip, and they'll control the ball as we start it off here on 1310 WDPN. Sam Berkman with you. Happy college basketball Saturday noon, everybody. Scouten's got it on the right side of the floor. Now Garrido, they're going to throw the ball down low to Scoutman again. Backing it against Farrington. He's down in the paint, turns a little hook shot around the rim and in. So Scoutman with his first two, and the Cardinals 30 seconds in have taken an early 2-0 lead over the Raiders. Mount Union will go right to left here in the first half of play at the Mac Center. Farrington gets it out on top to Steele on the left wing to Christian Parker. Step back thrower, Kevin Moore. Three is up and good. So Kevin Moore in the scorebook for the first time today, the young man out of Campbell Memorial. And it's a 3-2 Mount Union lead. About 60 seconds have gone by. Scouting down low. Again, hooks his man, and a foul is going to be called on Elijah Farrington. So for the Raiders, that'll be the first team foul, first on Elijah. 18:59 of the first. Just getting cranked up here in the line. It's 3-2 Mount Union with a 1-point lead. 13-7, the Raiders on the season. Otterbein comes in 11-9, but they are sub 500 in the league. Evans has got it over on the right side to Garrido. Back to Evans around a Garrido screen. Evans looking for help, throws it on the right side. That's Heckman with it. Heckman going against Steele. 2 on the shot clock. Heckman into the paint, fumbled the ball away. It rolls all the way across the floor, out of bounds. Good defense by the Raiders, and the ball goes back to Mount Union. 18:39 in the first half. Not as big a crowd here today as we had for John Carroll on Wednesday night. Some of the folks are still coming in. Marcus Steele's got it on the left wing around a Farrington screen. Nice pick and pop. Elijah goes down low, put it over the rim. Rebound picked up by Garrido. Here comes Evans across the timeline for the Cardinals of Otterbein University. In the Cardinal and gold here today. Quick double team. Ball on the left side of the floor. Picked up by Krieger. Krieger at about 18, 19 points a game so far on the season. Krieger's got it. He's picked up by Steele. 18 on the game clock. 9 on the shot clock. Garrido down low. All by himself. Scoutman lays it up and in. Scoutman got free. I think he came off of a screen down low. And easy pickings for the Cardinals. It's a 4-3 Otterbein lead. 17:45 in the first half of play. So OAC Saturday Hoops for you today. There goes Moore, a runner off the left foot in the paint, no good. Hugging up on the rim, the rebound picked off by Otterbein. Here comes Evans. He'll bring it across the timeline to the left wing. He's picked up by Moore. Evans almost carried the ball, throws across court past Garrido for 3. It's up and good. So Garrido, who's at about 9 points a game, picks up a 3-pointer. And the Cardinals have jumped ahead 7-3 over Mount Union. 17-15 first half of play. Steele around a Parker screen. Give and go back to Christian. Long 3. That one's good. Christian Parker from downtown. He's in the scorebook for the first time today. Otterbein 7, Mount Union 6. 17 minutes flat to go in the first half of play. Steele got his hands all over Evans. Well, he let that one go all the way down the floor. Garrido along 3 on the left wing is up and good. So Garrido with a couple of 3-pointers. He's got 6. And once again, the Cardinals have jumped ahead to a 4-point lead, 10-6. Chance Kasenheiser now brings it across the timeline. Chance top of the key. Swings it left wing to Moore. Kevin looking down low to Farrington. Farrington trying to make a move. He does baseline. Cut off. Gets it back to Kevin Moore. Long 3 left wing. Across the rim, though. Rebound picked off by Heckman. Heckman across the timeline, gets a scouted screen, goes right to the hole, lays it up and in. Heckman with his first 2. Otterbein has jumped out to a 12-6 lead over the Raiders with 16-16 to go in the first half. So again, a little bit of a slow start for Mount here today. Coming off that tough loss to John Carroll here on Wednesday night. Leaving the Raiders and the Blue Streaks both 10-3 in the OAC. Nice pick and go. Down to Farrington, got his man in the air. Put it up, no good. Put a whistle on a foul. 15:57 to go in the first half. Elijah Farrington, the Massillon Tiger graduate, will go to the free throw line. Elijah about 13 points and 9 rebounds a game for Coach Fuline this year. 12-6 Otterbein with a 6-point lead. Farrington first free throw is up, and it's good. Well, Elijah, his first mark in the book today. Darius Jones will come in. He's averaging about 5 a game for Otterbein, and he will replace Scoutman, who sits down before. Jared Taylor coming off the bench for Mount Union. Young man from Green. About 15:57 to go. 12-8 is the score. Jones in the backcourt. All the way down across the timeline, or the midcourt line to Garrido, almost an over and back, but the Cardinals keep it. 15:40 to go. Spinning, twisting, shooting in the paint. Back to the rim, too strong. Put up no good by Evans. Oh, good rebound by Chance Kasenheiser, and he will bring it across the timeline. Chance into the paint with a left hand, scoops it up on the rim, and then Chance Kasenheiser with his first two of the afternoon. 15:20 to go in the first half. It's a 12-10 Otterbein lead. The Purple Raiders have been down by as many as 6 so far today. Jones around a screen. Now Garrido, top of the key, throws it down low, all by his lonesome, and an easy bucket, up and good by Krieger, his first 2 points of the afternoon. Again, Krieger averaging just about 9 a game, almost 8.9. 14-10 Cardinals, 14:50 to go. First half of play here in Alliance on your OAC Saturday afternoon. Steal down to Parker. Christian against Garrido. Backs his man in. Baby hook in the paint. Off the side of the rim. Hit the glass. No. Rebound picked up by Jarius Jones. Jones going to go coast to coast. Lost control of the ball. Gets it into the corner to Evans. Out on top to Jarius Jones. 14:30 first half. Otterbein with the ball. They lead Mount by 4. Garrido down low on Christian. Garrido backs in, throws up a left-handed hook. Rebound picked up by Jared Taylor. Jared averaging just under 5 rebounds a game for Mount. Kasenheiser across the timeline. Chance, the former Lake Blue Street, gets a screen. Whistle. Offensive foul. Mount Union, they got Jared Taylor for a moving screen. That'll give it back to the Cardinals. 14-12 in the first half. Otterbein leads the Purple Raiders 14-10. Mount 13-7, Otterbein 11-9. Cardinals 6-7 in the league. Mount 10-3 in the OAC. Again, we'll be checking those other OAC scores throughout the afternoon when we get the opportunity. Under 14 now to go in the first half. Heckman on the left wing gets it out on top. Long three on the right wing, front of the rim, no. But the Cardinals keep it alive as Alex Hanna shot that three and missed it. Hanna gets it back into the paint. Nice pass to Jones. Put it off the glass and score. Jarius Jones with his first two. And again, it's an Otterbein lead of 6. 13:37 in the first half. Cardinals 16, Purple Raiders 10 at the Mac Center. Taylor on the left wing to Moore. Kevin deep on the left wing. Picks up his dribble. Cross court to Kasenheiser. Chance in the corner. Steps into a 22-footer. Nope. No shot. Chance stepped out of bounds. And that will bring us to our first media timeout in the first half. 13:23 to go in the first half here at Alliance. Otterbein out to a 6-point lead over the Purple Raiders. It's 16-10. We'll take a break and come back on 1310 WDPN.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too. Adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back at the Mac Center on 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. Sam Berkman with you today, 13:23 in the first half, and again a sluggish start by the guys in purple today. 16-10 Otterbein has taken the early 6-point lead. Some top 25 college basketball scores that are already in the books today. Michigan State bounced Oregon 86-74. Kentucky 80. South Carolina 57. Tennessee whipped Oklahoma 70-52. Iowa State beat TCU 82-52. Cardinals with the basketball now, coming out of the timeout. Jamar Talbert getting ready to come in for the Raiders. Takes the warm-ups off, and he'll head to the scorer's table. All right, 13-10 to go, first half. 8-16-10 is our score. Jones around a screen by Hannah. Jarius Jones goes right down Broadway and spot off the rim of the end. Jarius Jones with his second layup and his fourth point of the afternoon. 13 minutes to go in the first half. 18-10, Otterbein by 8. Kevin Moore, top of the key to Jarrett Taylor. Jarrett goes inside, up and under with the right hand, hooks it up and in. Nice play by Jarrett Taylor. That's his first two. 12:40 to go in the first half. Raiders again down a half dozen, 18-12 at home. Cardinals with the ball. Evans at the top of the key to Jones on the left wing, picked up by Taylor. Jones, a couple of dribbles. High post to Hannah. Hannah sets the screen. Gets it back on the left wing. A long three, up and good. Alex Hannah with his first points of the day. It is a triple. And the Cardinals have jumped out to a 9-point lead now, 21-12 with 12:10 to go. Kevin Moore on the left wing. Up to the key, Steele. Back to Moore. Kevin, deep left wing behind the arc to Steele. Marcus at the top of the key. Alley-oop to Parker with a two-hand. A little bit of a throwdown for Christian Parker. He's got 5. Coach Fula, you could probably hear him telling his guys what defense to get into after that made basket. 11:45 to go in the first half. Otterbein 21, Mount Union 14. Jones into the paint. Jones went into heavy traffic, and a foul is going to be called on Jarrett Taylor. Jonah McCartney comes in for the Mount Union Purple Raiders. He'll replace Marcus Steele. And Jamar Talbert Jr. also getting ready to come in, as is Dante Collier. So 3 in, 3 out for the Raiders. Jarius Jones will go line right and shoot 2. 11:38 to go in the first half. Otterbein 21, Mount Union 14 here at the Mac Center. Jones free throw up off the front of the rim and no good. All right, so here comes Collier, here comes McCartney, here comes Talbert. Steele, Kaysenheiser, and Taylor sit down for Mount Union. First meeting this year, Mount beat Otterbein 71-63. That was on January the 4th down in Westerville. Jones' second free throw, he pushes that one up and good. So Jarius Jones with 5. Cardinals 22, Purple Raiders 14. 11:33 to go in the first half of play. Jonah McCartney out of North Canton Hoover gets the ball to Jamar Talbert Jr., young man from Richmond Heights. Richmond Heights going to make another strong push for a state championship in high school hoops again this year, it looks like. McCartney at the top of the key, Jonah left wing. Parker steps into the long three. That's going to be way short. Ball out of bounds in the corner, and it will go back to Otterbein. Parker with that missed 3, still averaging just over 17 points a game. Also, Christian pulling down about 8 rebounds a contest. Otterbein having trouble getting the ball in. They couldn't do it, and they had to call a timeout. So good inbounds defense by the Raiders. And with 11:12 to go in the first half, I believe this is a 30, so we'll keep it here. Otterbein leads Mount Union by the score of 22-14. Next up for the Raiders, at Muskingum, coming up Wednesday at 7. At Heidelberg, a week from today at 3 o'clock. And then a week from this Wednesday, the Raiders will be back home to take on the Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace. We'll have that one for you right here on 1310 WDPN, streaming live, of course, at Q92radiosports.com, the Facebook page, and the Q92 Sports YouTube channel as well. We gave you some college basketball finals today. Some of the games in progress. Kansas State surprising Kansas 69-55 with 10 minutes to go. And Creighton over Marquette 51-42 with about 16 minutes left there. Here comes Otterbein out of the timeout. 11:07, clock running in the first half. Cardinals 22, the Purple Raiders 14. Jarius Jones running the point now for Coach Winters. Has the ball behind the three-point line. Out on top to Scouten. Scouten thought about an 18-footer, passes on it. Jones on the right wing. Jones going baseline. Hooks a pass into the corner. And he went out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Mount Union. And Jones is out of control. trying to drive the baseline, then hook a pass over into the corner. Before he could do that, he had stepped out of bounds, giving the ball back to Mount Union. Here comes Jamar Talbert Jr., young man out of Richmond Heights. Gets it off to Dante Collier out of Pickerington area. Dante gives to Jonah. Back to Jonte for a long three. That one's off the back of the rim, though, and Jarius Jones got the rebound. Here come the Otterbein Cardinals now as Noah Gamble has checked into the game. Gets it down to Scouden. Against Parker. Scouden over to Gamble. Southpaw from 17 feet. Completely missed everything. The rebound picked off by Jamar. Talbert gives it over on the right side. That's Collier. Down low Parker. Christian about 8 feet away. Back in his man. Gets it back to Dante. Fakes. Goes baseline. Little 15-footer. Nope. Rebound. Picked up in the air. Picked up by Jarius Jones. Dumps it off for the other end of the floor. Shot flash. Rim good. So Krieger with his 4th point of the afternoon. And Otterbein has taken their biggest lead at 10. Cardinals 24. Purple Raiders 14. Left wing Kevin Moore. Shoots 3. Good. Kevin Moore, his 2nd triple of the afternoon. He loves that wing shot. Nothing but net. 9:36 to go in the first half. Otterbein 24. Mount Union 17. 3 fouls on the Raiders so far. 1 on the Cardinals. Otterbein with the ball. The ball's knocked out of bounds by Christian Parker. For Elijah Farrington back in for the Raiders. Garrido back in for Otterbein, and Reese Huber will check in for the first time today for the Cardinals. Jones gets the ball into Gamble. He's immediately picked up by Jonah McCartney. 9:15 of the first half. Otterbein with the ball, a 7-point lead, 24-17. Gamble working on McCartney. Gamble right to the key from 17. Rattles the rim, no. Loose. Picked up by Gamble. Rebound Mount Union. Whistle, foul Otterbein. And Huber's going to pick up his first foul and the second on the Cardinals here in the first half. 9:07 to go. Mount Union trailing 24-17. Here on 1310 WDPN. Sam Brookman with you.
14 clear.
Just under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Talbert on the right wing gets it over to Jonah McCartney. Jonah into the paint, out of control, lost the ball. Here comes Jarius Jones. Jones at the other end of the floor. A little Euro step blocked by Talbot. Great block. Block was by Kevin Moore, I beg your pardon. Now Dante Collier, long three. Good! Dante Collier from downtown. All right, Dante had a nice game the other night against John Carroll. A couple of threes and a bucket and some rebounds off the bench. Collier's first 3 points here of the afternoon. And then a quick basket at the other end of the floor. Up and good by Otterbein. That makes it a 26-20 Cardinal lead with 8:07 to go. Talbot left wing to Moore. Kevin Moore, a little spin move. Gets it over on the right side to Farrington. The former Massillon Tiger in the paint. Goes left, fakes right, shoots and scores. Beauty. Elijah with three. That last basket at the other end of the floor for Otterbein by Garrido. I wanted to give him credit for that hoop. He's got 8 now. 7:45 of the first half. 26-22 Otterbein with a 4-point lead. Scouden down on the block against Collier. Goes around Collier, feeds it to Garrido. Garrido picked up on the baseline. Garrido backing down Farrington. Backing him down, backing him down, backing him down. That's got to be 3 seconds. My goodness gracious. There you go. Should have called it twice. So turnover. Otterbein that gives it back to the Purple Raiders. 7:23 to go.
Up one.
26-22 Otterbein. Purple Raiders with the ball. Steele had a pass deflected. Jamar's got to go get it back at midcourt. Talbot on the left wing. Try to get a pass down to Farrington. The ball again. It was knocked away and stolen. Other end of the floor for the Cardinals is Evans. Putting it up no good, but he drew the foul. So with 6:59 to go in the first half, we've got a stoppage in play and a timeout, and we'll take it with them. Otterbein still in front, 26-22 over the Purple Raiders of Mount Union. We'll take a break and come back with more hoops on 1310 WDPN.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM.
6:59 to go in the first half. It's 26-22 Otterbein over Mount Union. Looking at our early scoring leaders for Otterbein, Garrido's got 8. Jones has 5 for the Raiders. 6 for Moore, 5 for Parker. And 3 apiece for Farrington, Collier. 2 apiece for Kaysenheiser and Taylor. Stick around. Halftime activities coming up. We'll check in with Jeff Mears with all of the local news. Give you some regional news as well, the official forecast, and a whole lot more. That's all coming up at the break here on 1310 WDPN. Thank you. Early on, the Purple Raiders shooting 53% from the floor. Otterbein, an incredible 64% from the floor. Yet it's not been an incredibly high-scoring affair here today. Evans' second free throw, he missed the first. He gets that one to go. So Evans, his first mark in the book today. Otterbein, a 5-point lead now over Mount. 6:55 to go in the first half. Cardinals 27 and the Purple Raiders 22 here at the Mack Center on the campus of Mount Union. Farrington on the baseline, going strong into the hole. Where in the world was the foul there? They did not let Garrido, they didn't call a foul on Garrido, who completely almost just bear hugged Farrington at the other end of the floor. Evans fakes the 3, goes down, a little 6-footer, a little bit closer, missed it. Elijah pulls down that rebound. Gets it ahead to Steele. Marcus coming across the timeline to the left wing. Steele into the paint. Picks up his dribble out on top to Talbot. Jamar penetrates on the run from 6. Up and good. Jamar Talbot Jr. His first 2 of the afternoon. Purple Raiders, once down 10, have chopped it down to 3 now. Otterbein 27 and Mount Union 24. 5:57 to go in the first half of play. Evans, that's a walk? No. Yes. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Garrido. So forget the travel. Garrido picks up his first personal foul. That's the 3rd team foul on Otterbein. Hanna and Jones back in for the Cardinals. 5:56 to go first half. Otterbein 27 and Mount Union 24. Purple Raiders will be at Muskingum this Wednesday at 7 p.m. That'll be another battle as far as the OAC is concerned. If you have any hopes of winning the league and getting a big seed, better handle your business here the last couple of weeks. Big 3, left wing by Marcus Steele. His first points of the day, and we're tied at 27. Finally got it back in order here with 5:25 to go in the first half. Evans down on the block against Moore. Evans backing in. Dribbling it off his shoe tops. Out of bounds. Back to Mount Union. Good defense by the Raiders. Otterbein's trying to do a lot of one-on-one kind of individual bully ball. And Mount's done a pretty decent job so far combating that offensive philosophy by the Cardinals today. Dante Collier now on the left wing with the basketball. Out on top to Moore. Kevin fakes right, goes left, shoots that 3. Across the rim, no. Volleyball up there by Talbot. Picked up by Jones. Darius Jones across the timeline for Otterbein. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Otterbein with the ball. Cardinals and Purple Raiders are all square at 27 here at the Mack Center. Evans, left wing, Hanna, long 3, good again. So Hannah with his second triple of the day. He's averaging 4 points on a game is on the year, and he's got 6 already today. 4:30 to go. First half. Steele at the top of the key. Down low. Dante, 6-footer. Up, in and out. No, couldn't get the good spin. Rebound picked off by Jones. Coach Winters calls out the play, and here come the Cardinals right now across the timeline. It's Jarius Jones. Picked up by Kevin Moore. 4:15 to go in the first half. Otterbein 30, Mount Union 27. Evans on the right wing behind the arc. Gets it on the left wing to Gamble. Now Jones. Jarius out on top to Hannah. Back to Jones. Jones at the top of the key. Jones with the basketball. 3 on the shot clock. Throws up a wild air ball. It goes out of bounds. And it will go back to Mount Union. $3:54 to go in the first half. Otterbein 30, Mount Union 27 here at the Mac Center on your Saturday afternoon. Talbert on the right wing. Ball into the corner. Deep 3. Up and good. That is Masonheiser. Way deep in the corner for a triple. He was almost out of bounds. Let that baby fly. Purple Raiders are all square. 30-30 with Otterbein with 3:24 to go. Into the corner. 3-ball barely grazing the rim that time by Krieger. The rebound picked up by Kevin Moore. Down the floor to Marcus Steele. Here come the Raiders right to left. 3:12 first half. Mount and Otterbein. 30-30 standoff here. Steele goes into paint. Nice pass to Farrington. Put it up on the rim. No good. And the rebound picked off by Otterbein. Heckman's got it. And he'll bring it out to the top of the key. Hannah on the left wing. Back to Heckman. Heckman between the circles. Picks up his dribble. Hannah open again for 3. In and out. That one didn't go down. Rebound picked off by the Raiders with 2:45 to go. 30-30. Mount Union and Otterbein here on 1310 WDPN and streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. Talbert in the paint. Jamar up and under move. He's in trouble. Get out of there. Gets it out on top to Moore. Back to Marcus Steele. 10 on the shot clock. Steele underneath for Farrington. Put it in and he's fouled. Elijah Farrington with 5. He'll look for 6 at the line. Raiders have taken a 2-point lead, 32-30. 2:22 to go in the first half at the Mac Center. Jamar Talbert will sit down. Christian Parker will come back in for Mount Union.
70.
For the Purple Raiders, it is going to be Elijah Farrington. Shooting 1, line left. That one's up, and that one's good. So Elijah's got 6 on the afternoon. Purple Raiders surge back ahead by 3 now, 33-30. Heckman across the timeline, picked up by Steele. Heckman will bring it across. 2:15 to go in the first half. Mount Union 33, Otterbein 30. Jones to Scowden, back to Jarius. Jones on the right wing steps into a 16-footer, and he dropped it right in the hole. Jarius Jones has got 7 so far here today, averaging about 5.5 a game for Otterbein on the season. $1.50 to go in the first half. Mount Union 33, Otterbein 32. Farrington handling the ball now on the left wing. Nice backdoor pass to Moore. Trying to put a reverse up. Didn't get it there. Good defense by Heckman. Here come the Cardinals left and right with 1:38 to go. Baseline Jones. Stopped it off to Scowden. A roll that around and out. No good. Rebound picked up by Kasenheiser. Chance down the floor to Kevin Moore on the left wing. Gets it back to Kasenheiser. Goes around a Parker screen to the top of the key. Kasenheiser left wing. Christian. Thought about a 3. Christian's going to go to the hole. Lost it, got it back, leans in, puts it off the glass and scores. Christian Parker with 7. Purple Raiders again by a 3 spot, 35-32. 1:07 to go in the first half of play at the Mac Center. Purple Raiders 13-7, 10-3 in the OAC. Otterbein 11-9, 6-7 in the league. Been a battle royal again today. Whistle. Fouling Elijah Farrington. That's his second and the 5th team foul. Dante Collier going to hop off the bench for Mount Union, and Elijah will have to sit down. Farrington sits down with 6, and Dante Collier comes back in with 3. 51 seconds to go in the first half. Otterbein with a basketball. Scoudon way out on top to Heckman. Heckman on the right wing. Heckman picks up his dribble. Garrido behind the three-point arc. Down on the block to Scoudon. Picked up by Dante. Scoudon again just bullying his way in. Left it short on a 4-footer. Rebound by Christian Parker. Big man on the move to Kevin Moore. Kevin Moore, deep corner 3. Good! Kevin Moore! 3 triples today for the young man from Campbell Memorial. Mount Union, their biggest lead of the afternoon, 38-32, Purple Raiders. 18 seconds to go in the first half. They can use them all. Jones on the left wing. Jones out on top. Garrido back to Jones. Fakes the 3. Goes into the paint. Jones still with the dribble. Ball knocked away by Collier. Here come the Raiders with 4 seconds to go. Dante across the timeline with 2, with 1 at the buzzer. No, over a whistle.
Job, Dante. Yes.
What's the call? Foul is on Krieger. That should be 2 shots.
Of course, Dante.
Unless they're going to say the foul came before the shot, and then that would only be the 16th foul. Therefore, there would be no free throws coming. So we have triple zeros on the clock. It's Mount Union 38, Otterbein 32. Officials are being very nonchalant about what they're looking for here.
This can't be that.
Oh. So the official came over and said they're looking at the clock, but he didn't say anything about. I think he meant to say it's a 2-shot foul. I think that's what he meant to say. So if they did call the foul before on the shot, then there may be a little less than a second. I don't know. But that's what they're looking at. Stick around. Halftime activities coming up. We'll send it back to the studio and get the latest news and weather. We'll come back here and get you some stats, check out the scoreboard to get you ready for half number 2 on 1310 WDPN. Earlier today, the Mount Union ladies, a winner over Otterbein. Purple Raiders 70 and Otterbein 59. So they did call the foul in the act. So therefore, that should be 2 shots coming for Mount Union. And it would be 2 shots, I believe, coming for Dante Collier. Now the only question is how much time, if any, they're going to put on the clock. Original call was on the floor. So it is not going to be a 2-shot foul. The original call was a foul on the floor. So no free throws coming. And they're going to put 0.3 on the clock. So all you can really do here is lob it in and try to just tap it up toward the basket. That's really all the time that you have. Mount better break the huddle here because the officials are getting. So all you can do here really is tip it. 0.3 on the clock. All right, it finally took us a half an hour to get that figured out. 38-32, Purple Raiders by 6. Kassenheiser will throw it in 0.3 on the clock. Chance throws it, lobs it toward Kevin Moore. Got his hands on it, but couldn't direct it toward the hoop, and that will bring us to the end of the first half here in Alliance. Another battle. Who'd have thunk it? Purple Raiders and the Cardinals head off to the locker room. Your score, Mount Union 38, Otterbein 32. We'll take a break and come back. But first, it's the big halftime report. Stick around. Halftime activity set to begin. Right here on 1310 WDPN and streaming live at Q92RadioSports.com.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
Hey man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News. Authorities are investigating after a man's body was found along a road in Carroll County. Sheriff Calvin Graham says his office was notified by highway workers of the discovery just before 10 a.m. Friday. The body was wrapped in a tarp near Cashmere Road in Perry Township. The man has not been identified. He's presumed to be a white male and has distinct tattoos on both arms. Graham says the man is not Travis Ballou, who has been missing since early January. The body was taken to the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office for identification and a ruling on the cause of death. The Stark County grand jury has indicted a man on an attempted murder charge. 29-year-old Marcalo Richardson of Canton also is charged with felonious assault and gun specifications. They stem from a January 4th shooting in Canton. Richardson allegedly shot 37-year-old Devone Spencer 3 times at a gas station on Mahoning Road Northeast. He also is accused of leading police on a brief chase after they attempted to pull him over for a traffic stop prior to his arrest the following morning. Richardson's attorney entered a not guilty plea on his behalf Wednesday in common pleas court. He's being held in the county jail on $1 million bond. Efforts to promote safe and stable housing are getting some assistance from the state. The Ohio Department of Development announced $10.6 million in grants. They are made possible by the Supportive Housing Program, and all 32 nonprofit and government agencies are receiving funds to provide supportive services and housing to homeless people and families. Alliance for Children and Families is receiving $654,000 to operate 3 permanent supportive housing projects in Stark County, serving 37 households. $319,000 is going to ICANN to provide permanent supportive housing for 85 households. Stark Metropolitan Housing is receiving $281,000 to make permanent supportive housing a reality for 44 households. A nonprofit organization that provides a home for birds of prey and other animals that cannot be released back into the wild is on the move. Raptor Hollow Sanctuary is located at Beech Creek Botanical Gardens in Washington Township. Their lease with Beech Creek ends in May. Officials plan to relocate Raptor Hollow to Butler Rodman Park in Alliance. They're working with city officials on a proposed lease agreement. The first phase of the roughly $350,000 relocation includes a welcome center, animal housing, and exhibits on trails. The second phase involves an indoor amphitheater expansion, trail, and boardwalk. Construction is scheduled to begin in April. A fundraising campaign is underway. Raptor Hollow also promotes wildlife conservation and provides educational programming. A Salem man who pleaded guilty to having sexual contact with a 9-year-old child will be sentenced April 11th. The date was set in Columbiana County Common Pleas Court after 32-year-old Brandon Seddon entered the plea Friday to 2 counts of gross sexual imposition and 1 count of sexual battery. 1 count of rape was dismissed. The activity occurred between 2020 and 2021. Details were not available. Prosecutors are recommending a 10-year prison sentence. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
The Highway Patrol has taken over the investigation of a fatal officer-involved shooting near East Liverpool. The Ohio BCI initially was looking into the January 22nd incident in St. Clair Township. The agency returned the case to Township Police, citing a potential conflict of interest. Police then referred the matter to the patrol. Officers shot and killed 30-year-old Joseph Como of Wellsville after he allegedly opened fire on them. A 4-year-old girl inside a nearby business died after being struck by a bullet. One officer was seriously injured and continues to recover in a Pittsburgh hospital. A man faces charges after McDonald police say he fought with officers when they tried to arrest him for burglary. Police were called Tuesday morning about a possible burglary on Hayes Avenue. One of the officers was not answering his radio, but dispatchers could hear yelling. When additional officers responded to the scene, they found the officer struggling with 35-year-old Jesse Pace. He had been tased multiple times to no effect. Multiple officers handcuffed Pace and carried him out of the home. He allegedly kicked them, screamed racial slurs, threatened to harm them, and spit in one officer's face. Pace is charged with burglary, assault, harassment, violation of a protection order, and resisting arrest. A pretrial hearing is set for Monday. Former Trumbull County Commissioner Nikki Frenchko is accused of hitting a fellow official of the county's Republican Party with a lemon. Howland police say officials were at a party meeting Tuesday when Frenchko reportedly interrupted Marlia Campbell. Campbell told Frenchko to be quiet, and Frenchko allegedly threw 2 lemons. One struck Campbell, who was not hurt. Frenchko denied the accusations. Campbell says she will not file charges. We'll return you courtside for the second half of today's game, right after the forecast from News 5 meteorologist Mark Johnson. From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
Okay, we've got a winter weather advisory out for the afternoon and evening hours today. We get a mix of snow, sleet, freezing rain, changing over to rain by late in the afternoon. Cloudy skies, a high near 32 degrees. Overnight, a little lingering light rain, maybe a little wet snow or freezing drizzle, our low 25. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them, and we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too. Adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back to the Mac Center on 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. Halftime, it's Mount Union 38, Otterbein 32. Sam Berkman with you on this Saturday afternoon. Appreciate you tuning in today to see what the Purple Raider basketball squad is up to. If you're out and about today, be careful. Possible weather craziness out there today with maybe a little rain, a little snow, a little sleet, a little ice. So if you're out and about, please be careful. Take your time and slow down. You'll get where you need to go. All right, let's check out some of our numbers here. After one half of play, again, the Purple Raiders in front 38-32. Shooting in the first half, the Purple Raiders 52% from the floor. I'm sorry, Otterbein 52% from the floor. They're also 4 of 8 behind the three-point line. 2 of 4 at the free throw line, also for 50%. for the Purple Raiders in the first half, 14 to 26 from the floor, 53.8% from three. Real nice. 7 of 11 for 63.6. The free throw line, dare I say it? I will. They're perfect. Mount is 3 out of 3 at the charity stripe. Purple Raiders in the first half. Kevin Moore with 9 points, 7 apiece for Elijah Farrington and Christian Parker. 5 for Chance Casenheiser, 3 for Marcus Steele, and 2 apiece for Jared Taylor and Jamar Talbert Jr. Dante Collier also chipped in with 3 points today. That was on a three-pointer. Foul situation, nobody in really any huge danger yet. Elijah Farrington and Jared Taylor and Christian with 2. I'm sorry, Parker does not have a foul yet today. The other foul was with Dante Collier. Rebounds in the first half. Mount only had 9 rebounds. Leading rebounder was Kevin Moore. For Otterbein, nobody in double figures yet, but again, very balanced to scoring. Jarius Jones off the bench with 7. 6 apiece for Troy Scowden, Chase Garrido. Alex Hanna was 6. 4 points for Jared Krieger. 2 for Julian Heckman, and 1 point for Cam Evans. Nobody in real foul trouble for the Cardinals. 2 on Krieger. And that's about it. As far as rebounds, they had 12 in the first half. The leading rebounder for Otterbein was Jarius Jones with 3, and 4 other players with 2 apiece. Krieger, Evans, Hanna with a couple of rebounds. Turnovers in the first half. Otterbein with 5. Mount Union had 3 points in the paint. Otterbein 16 to Mount Union's 14. Fast break points nearly non-existent today. Mount with 3, Otterbein with 1. Bench points, Mount Union outscored in the first half by Otterbein 13-7. Biggest leads in the first half. Otterbein a 10-point lead at the 9:56 mark. Mountain had a 6-point lead, which is what they have right now. Best scoring run, Otterbein a 6-0 run. The Raiders had a 6-0 run. 3 lead changes today. Game has been tied twice, and Otterbein's had the time with the lead most today of 13 minutes and 46 seconds. Both teams now just getting out on the court to warm up for the second half of play. Otterbein to the left, and of course Mount Union to our right. We'll check some other college basketball scores before we take our final halftime break, and we'll come back here and get you ready to roll here at the Mack Center. College hoops today, these are all finals. Kansas State upset Kansas 81-73. Wisconsin 74, Iowa 63. Michigan just got by Indiana 70-67. Virginia Tech beat Notre Dame 65-63. Vanderbilt took Texas down 86-78. Iowa State 82, TCU 52. These are all finals. Tennessee beat Oklahoma 70-52. Georgetown over Seton Hall 60-46. Florida Atlantic beat Tulsa 79-55. And Kentucky over South Carolina 80-57. Michigan State 86. Oregon 74. And Rick Davidson beat Richmond 71-60. Cavaliers are off. They had a win over the Wizards last night. And the Buckeyes play tomorrow against Nebraska at 2. There's one NBA game going on right now. 4 minutes to go down in Dallas. The Mavericks all over the Rockets by the score of 53-32. Let's check here real quick. Anthony Davis, yep, he's playing. Oh, my Lord. It's 16 minutes. AD, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. How's that for a debut for the Dallas Mavericks? Halftime activities continue here. Mount Union 38, Otterbein 32. We'll come back with the second half after we take this break on 1310 WDPN.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92Radiosports.com.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back at the Mac Center on your Saturday afternoon. Purple Raiders and the Otterbein Cardinals getting ready to roll here in the second half of play. Mount Union 38, Otterbein 32. Purple Raiders 13-7 on the season, 10-3 in the OAC. Otterbein 11-9, 6-7 in the league, but they have presented a couple of problems today for the Raiders. Let's see if Mount Union can get things rolling here in the second half. Earlier today, the Mount Union ladies winner, 70-59 over Otterbein. Mount Union next game at Muskingum this Wednesday at 7 p.m. A week from today, they'll be in Heidelberg. And then BW will be here on February 19th. And we'll be here as well on WDPN. Second half underway here. Farrington's got the ball, goes inside, put it off the glass, no. Tipped it up the second time, no. Got it back a third time, hooked it up, no, and it's out of bounds. Back to Otterbein. Boy, Elijah kept scrapping, had 3 shots at it. Couldn't get it to go down, and the ball goes back to Otterbein. January 4th, these two teams got together down in Westerville. Mount came out on top, 71-63, going for the season sweep here today. Otterbein with the basketball, going right to left. They're in the Cardinal jerseys and shorts with the gold numbers and letters. Mount with the home grays today. Gray jersey shorts, purple numbers and letters trimmed in the black and white. 3 out on top by Heckman, no good, and then Elijah Farrington pick off the rebound for Mount Union. Gets it over to Kaysenheiser, chance on the right wing. 19-19 left to go in this one. 38-32, Mount Union by 6 here at home. Kevin Moore on the right wing. Moore behind the three-point line. Moore looking inside, now goes out on top. Kaysenheiser, left wing steal down to Parker. Christian back in Garrido down, turns, hook shot up and good. Christian Parker with his 9th point. Christian averaging 17 a game. Purple Raiders, their biggest lead of the day now, 40-32. 18:45 left to go in the ball game. On the left wing, Heckman gets it down to Scowden, picked up by Elijah. Scowden backing Elijah down. Scowden going inside, rolls it up on the rim, couldn't get it to go. Christian Parker got the rebound, gets it to Kaysenheiser. Chance will dribble it across. Kaysenheiser right, left, steps, 3, up, good. Chance Kaysenheiser with 8. And Otterbein wants a timeout. So good start for the Raiders here in the second half. 18:23 to go in the game. It's Mount Union 43. Otterbein 32, I believe. Nope, this is going to end up being a full timeout. See if we can check some OAC scores for you when we get our next opportunity. A lot of games kind of want to keep you in touch with here on this Saturday. John Carroll, Wilmington, Heidelberg, Marietta, Ohio Northern, Muskingum, all kind of big as far as the league is concerned. Raiders and John Carroll both 10-3, but Mount missed a golden opportunity a couple of nights ago to take a little bit of control of the league, but John Carroll came in here and got him, and that's now both teams are 10-3. in the OAC. Purple Raiders break the huddle. Coach Winter still has the Cardinals together down there on the left. Boy, you know what? You never know in the OAC. Final score. Oh, that's women's basketball. I'm sorry. Well, I almost got thrown for a complete loop. Halftime, Muskingum 34, Ohio Northern 25. Marietta leads Heidelberg 42-39 at the half. And John Carroll and Wilmington, no score in on that one just yet. But we'll keep checking for you throughout our game here. Otterbein with the ball coming out of a timeout. 18-17 to go in the game. Heckman, what a foul on Kevin Moore in the backcourt is called. That ball bounced right into the hands of Elijah Farrington, and folks, he was going to go up and absolutely destroy that rim. But the foul was called, and it's going to be on Kevin Moore. That's his team first. 18-14 left to go in the game. Mount Union 43, Otterbein 32 here at the Mack Center on WDPN. Sam Berkman, good to be with you on this Saturday afternoon here at Mount Union. Raiders on defense now. Otterbein with the ball. Garrido picked up by Parker. Gets it over the left side. Picked it out on top. Garrido. Garrido between the circles. Garrido trying to go down into the paint. Dribble. Ran out of time. Now he gets it out on top to Heckman. Feeds it back. Nice passing inside Garrido in heavy traffic. And Garrido popped it in. He's got his 10th point of the afternoon. That was great passing in tight quarters down there for Otterbein. Tip your cap there. Looks like Chance Kasenheiser is cramped up, and he's really hobbling, trying to move out there on the floor. Nobody else seems to see it. Kasenheiser gets it in the corner. Shoves it out on top to Moore. Back to Chance. Kasenheiser back to Moore. Shot clock is down to 5. Marcus Steele for 3. Rim no. Rebound loose. Kasenheiser still is cramping up. He wants out, but they don't see him. 17:05 to go. Down low, up and good. Scaldon with the basket. He's got 6. Chance says he's okay now. That's good news. 16:50 to go in the game. Raiders by 6. Steele, left wing to Moore. Kevin shoots 3 up. Air ball. Rebound picked up by Garrido. Gets it down the floor to Heckman. Here come the Cardinals of Otterbein. Down by 7. 16:35 left to go in the game. Garrido at the top of the three-point arc. Hands the ball off to Evans. Evans crosses over. Evans goes into paint. Jump stop. Up. Good. Evans with 3. Coach Kuhnlein wanted to walk. Didn't get it. Here come the Cardinals. 16:15 left to go in the game. Mount Union 43. Otterbein 38 at the Mack Center. Cardinals really making things difficult today for Mount Union. Steele had to really get up in the air to save that pass from going out of bounds. Gets it back down to Moore, reverses it over the hoop. And the rebound picked up by Chase Garrido. Otterbein on a run out. Scouting, line, lane, scoops and scores. Scouting with 8. And the Purple Raiders have to call a timeout. 15:51 to go in the basketball game. Oh, it's been a game of runs here today. Full timeout will step out. Mount Union 43, Otterbein 40. Back with more on 1310 WDPN.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Sam Berkman back with you on WDPN, Q92radiosports.com. We're at the Mack Center. Saturday afternoon hoops. 43-40, Mount Union with a lead, 15:51 to go in the basketball game as both teams following around their coaches. Timeout situation, Otterbein with 4. The Raiders still have 5. Going to be Talbert, Parker, and Steele, and Farrington, and Moore on the floor for Mount Union. Krieger, Heckman, Gamble, Scowden, Garrido on the floor for Otterbein. Here come the Purple Raiders now in the gray unis and the purple numbers in trim today. 15:45 left to go in this one. Mount Union up by 3, 43-40. Raiders with the ball. Harrington gets it down to Parker. In the corner, Kevin Moore. Kevin, left point, got on top to Steele. Marcus right side, Talbert fakes right. Talbot steps into a 3, rim no. Rebound, volleyball up in the air a couple of times, but finally picked off by Otterbein. Farrington almost had a nice rebound, but couldn't grab it. Heckman, meanwhile, at the other end of the floor from 15 on the left wing. He was too open, missed it. Rebound picked up by the Raiders. Here comes Steele on the left wing. Marcus, top of the key, gets the screen. Right wing to Moore. Kevin, left wing to Steele. In the corner, Christian. Sets, shoots. 3, up, across the rim, no. Harrington taps it home with a right hand. That was pretty. Elijah Farrington, the former Maston Tigers, got 8. Purple Raiders lead back to 5, 45-40. 14:46 to go in the ball game here in Alliance. Heckman on the right side. Dumps it off to Gamble between the circles. Goes around a screen. Gamble double team. Scowden left wing. Spins. Keeps his pivot foot. Now puts the ball on the floor. Shot clock down to 3. They got a launch of 3. Krieger missed it in the corner. Scowden got the rebound. Parker knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Otterbein ball. 14:22 left to go in the game. 45-40 Purple Raiders. Farrington will sit down for the Raiders. And Jarrett Taylor will come in, the former Green Bulldog. Boy, Heckman went right to the hoop, put it off the glass, and scored. Heckman with his 4th point of the afternoon. 14:10 to go in this battle. It's a 3-point game. Mount Union 45, Otterbein 42 at the Mack Center. Big game in the league today. I'm telling you, you got to get this one. Probably going to be saying that for the rest of the games this year. Talbert, the steal, way outside for 3. It's good. Marcus with 6, his 2nd triple of the afternoon. Boy, Mount is shooting at a really nice clip from behind the 3-point line. 13:40 left to go in the game. Purple Raiders again by 6, 48-42. Heckman on the right wing. Gets it out on top. Krieger to Gamble. Gamble splits a double team. Throws the ball into the corner. 3 by Hanna is up, and it is good. Hanna's got 1, 2, 3 triples today. 9 points on the afternoon for Hanna. 13:18 left to go in the game. Purple Raiders up 48-45. Talbot on the wing to Steele. High post, Taylor throws it into the corner. Kevin for 3. That one's in and out, no good. Had a good look and a good release. Wouldn't go down the hoop. Coming up on the 13-minute mark here in this basketball game. Heckman at the top of the key. Swings it to Hanna on the left wing. Now back to the right side. Otterbein with the ball. Garrido on the block. Chase looking for, gets the ball into the corner. 3 in the air, up, and it is good. Heckman hitting the 3 way down there in the corner. He's got 7. It's a 48-48 tie. 12:37 left to go in the game. Well, it has not been an easy couple of weeks for the Raider basketball team. Talbot on the right wing, Steele, top of the key. Beats a double team, whips it down to Parker, throws the ball into the paint, stolen by Heckman. Purple Raiders turn it over. Here comes Otterbein, right to left, Heckman across the timeline. Into the corner, 3, Heckman blocked. Nice play by Jarrett Taylor, and a jump ball is called, and the ball will stay with Otterbein. That's an interesting call. 12:13 to go in the game. Otterbein and Mount Union. 48-48 is our score here on 1310 WDPN. So Otterbein with the basketball. They'll throw it in underneath the basket. Talbot knocked it out of bounds. Purple Raiders trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. They lost to Wilmington and John Carroll in succession. You thought today might be just a tad easier, but not the case. Garrido out on top. Hanna, another three. That one he missed. That was way out there. Rebound picked off by Taylor to Marcus Steele. 12 minutes to go in the game. Purple Raiders with the pumpkin. It's a 48-48 tie at the Mac Center. Steele with a win. Into Taylor. Jarrett had it, fumbled it. Got it back to Talbert. Shoots the three. It's good. Jamar Talbert hits the three. Oh. They called a foul on Christian Parker while the ball was going through the net on that three-pointer by Talbot. So Christian Parker picks up his first foul. 11:41 to go in the game. Mount Union up by 3, 51-48. Raiders appear to be slapping on a full-court press. Jones with the basketball in the backcourt. And now the Raiders will pull back and retreat to their end of the floor. 11:36 to go in the game. Purple Raiders on top, 51-48. Jarius Jones spinning all over creation. Missed an 8-footer in the paint. And now we've got a loose ball foul. This one's going to be on Chase Garrido. Chance Kasenheiser back in for Mount Union. Marcus Steele will sit down. Marcus gets a well-deserved break as he will sit down with 6 points. He has not had a lot of rest today for the Purple Raiders. Marcus has played almost 17 and a half minutes today. Dante Collier got free, a wing 15-footer on the left side, couldn't get it to go. The rebound picked up by Jarius Jones, down the floor to Heckman. Heckman around the screen. Heckman stutter dribble. Foul line, now he's going to go baseline. Cut off by Collier to throw it down low to Garrido. Now Scouden's got it, goes inside, put it up. Good defensive play. Coach Winters screaming for a foul, won't get the call. In Richmond, Parker lays it up and in with the left hand. Otterbein was kind of loafing, getting back to the other end of the floor, and Mount Union beat him down. And Parker popped it off the glass for his 11th point of the afternoon. Mount Union 53, Otterbein 48, 10:27 left to go in the game. Jones, Garrido, back to Jones. Left wing, three up, good. Heckman, another triple in the corner.
Don't leave the corner.
He's got 10. 10:09 to go in the ball game. 53-51 Raiders. Taylor's got the ball at the high post. Jarrett to Talbot, almost walked. Talbot now on the right wing. In the corner, Dante Collier steps into a three. Good! Dante Collier. Big three for Dante. He's got 6. The Raiders are smoking behind the three-point arc today. 56-51 Mount Union. 9:44 left to go in the game here at the Mac Center on 1310 WDPN. Coming down the wire again. Heckman on the wing. Heckman with the left-hand dribble. Gets it to Krieger. We got on top to Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Darius split a double team. Lost it. Gets it back. Throws the ball away. Turnover back to the Raiders. 9:27 to go. Mount 56. Otterbein 51. Scouting back in. Garrido out. Gamble back in. Huber back in for Otterbein. $9:27 to go in the basketball game. Mount Union 56, Otterbein 51 here at the Mac Center. Chance Kasenheiser will bring it across. Raiders with the ball in a 5-point lead. Taylor hands it to Talbot. They'll run that 3-man weave, but Chance on the left wing. Kasenheiser lobs it down to Parker. Christian put it up, missed it. Last rim too strong. Rebound picked up by Jones. Here comes Otterbein at the other end of the floor now with 9:05 left to go in the game. 56-51, Purple Raiders by 5. Skoden top of the key. Couple of dribbles, dumps it inside for Gamble. Nice pass to Jones. Jarius against 3 Raiders. Put it up, no. And the rebound picked up by Parker. Christian runs to run at the other end of the floor. Talbert's got it out on top to Taylor. Jarrett gives it back to Chance. Raiders will get into the offense now. Talbert in the corner. Lobs it down to Parker. Put it up. Put it in. No basket. Foul before the shot. Good call. Foul is going to be on number 5, Cam Evans, the 6-foot guard out of Chillicothe, Zane Trace High School. And former Blue Streak, Chance Kasenheiser will throw it in for Mount Union. 8:35 to go in the ball game. Purple Raiders 56, Otterbein 51. Parker down low, ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Mount Union with 8:32 to go. Get you a quick check of the OAC college basketball scoreboard here in just a minute. Collier on the baseline. Dante from 16 feet away. Up and good. He's got 8 on the afternoon. Raiders open it up. It's back to a 7-point ball game. 58-51, Mount Union. 8:18 to go in the game. Huber, Davis, Jones, down to Scowden. Scowden back in Parker down. Scowden had the ball poked away. Gets it back into the paint. Jarius Jones puts it up. Nobody got fouled. He'll shoot 2. 8:05 to go. Raiders on top, 58-51. OAC college basketball scoreboard. 13 minutes to go in the game. Muskingum leads Northern 42-35. 17 minutes to go in the game. Heidelberg leads Marietta 51-50. Still nothing yet on John Carroll Wilmington or BW Capital.
Go, box out!
So Jones with the free throw makes it 58-52. Jarius Jones today has got 8 points for Otterbein. Jones' second free throw. That was good. So Jones with 9 on the afternoon. Here come the Purple Raiders. Game on at the Mac Center. Collier long 3, too strong. Back to the rim. That's going to be a loose ball foul. And that's going to be called on Otterbein. And it's going to be on Scout. That's his first. Here comes Chase Carrito back in. Hannah will sit down for Otterbein. 7:56 to go in the game. Mount Union 58, Otterbein 53. Raiders will be at Muskingum next Wednesday at 7 p.m. That's a big one. Parker out on top. Collier down low. Taylor. Jarrett in the paint. Jarrett backing his man down. Goes with the right hand. It was blocked. Loose in the corner. Scooped up by Heckman. Here come the Otterbein Cardinals with 7:45 left to go in the game. Parker almost committed a foul. Heckman gets it out on top of Scout. Right wing to Garrido. 6-footer on the wing. No. Rebound. Dante Collier gets it to Kasenheiser. Coach Feline says, let's push it, fellas. Parker on the block. Christian faces up on Garrido. Parker goes into the baseline. Puts it up on the glass rim. No. And the rebound picked off by Otterbein. Jarius Jones into the forecourt. Dumps it to Gamble. Gamble, he's in trouble. Now he's going to go inside. Little 4-footer up and go. So Evans, not Gamble, at the basket. Cam Evans with his 5th point. And Mount Union has to call a timeout. They just can't run away from this Otterbein team today. Take a timeout. It's a full 7:10 left to go in this one. Purple Raiders hanging on. Mount Union 58. Otterbein 55. Back with more on 1310 WDPN.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
$7:10 left to go in this one. Another battle at the MAC. Mount Union 58. Otterbein 55. Sam Berkman with you today, 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92RadioSports.com, Facebook page, and the Q92 YouTube channel. Mount 13-7, 10-3 in the league. Otterbein 11-9, 6-7. in the OAC. Mount Women, a winner earlier this afternoon here at home, 70-59. The Raiders pick up a W there. Here, Mount Union trying to close out the Cardinals. How about Mount Union 3-point shooting on the afternoon? 11 of 21 for 52%. That is really good stuff right there. Coming out of the timeout, Farrington on the left wing to Chance Kasenheiser. Down to Parker. Pass out on top to Collier. Knocked away. Stolen turnover. Oh, Otterbein completely walked and no call. Shot was fired up by Evans off the back of the rim. The rebound picked up by Farrington. Gets it ahead to Kasenheiser. Chance at the top of the key. Now he'll bring it out to the purple Mount Union logo here at center floor, and they'll set her up with 6:35 left to go in the basketball game. Mount Union 58, Otterbein 55. Another turnover. Holy smokes. Consecutive trips down the floor. Mount gave it back. Here comes Jarius Jones. Out on top to Cam Evans. Back to Jones. 6:18 to go in the game. Mount 58, Otterbein 55. Jones on the block to Evans. Evans down low. Spins on Chance. Goes to the hole. Put it up. Blocked from behind. Loose underneath. Shot put up no good, but a foul on Mount Union.
Come on!
Foul was on a Chance Kasenheiser. His first. Chance with 1 foul and 8 points on the day. Free throw line, Cam Evans out of Zane Trace High School will shoot 2. The first one is up, and the first one is good. So Evans, I've got him for 6. Collier sits down. Talbert sits down. Steele is back in along with Kevin Moore. 6:07 to go in the game. Purple Raiders 58. Otterbein 56. Second free throw coming line left for Cam Evans. Lets it fly. It's good. Evans with 7. Here come the Purple Raiders. Let's have a couple of good possessions here. 6 minutes to go in this one. Mount 58, Otterbein 57. Steele in the left wing. Chance. Big 3. Good. He hit it from way outside on the right wing. That thing brought rain. 11 for Chance. 61-57 Mount Union. 5:38 clock running here in the ballgame. Heckman down low. Turned it over, and then I believe he turned right around and committed a foul. He did. Heckman with the foul. That's his first, team fourth. So each team with 4 fouls here in the second half. We've got 5:34 left to go in the game. Purple Raiders 61. Cardinals 57. A little moisture on the floor. They've got to mop it up, and now we're back in action. Here come the Raiders. Steele into the forecourt. Left wing picked up by Heckman. Marcus on the right side to Chance. Chance fakes right, passes left to Steele. Behind the three-point arc, throws it down to Parker. A little 15-footer in and out. No good. It rattled hard, but wouldn't fall through. Garrido got the rebound for Otterbein. Here come the Cardinals with 5:11 left to go in the game. They are down 61-57. See if the Raiders can slap on a little D here this time down the floor. Evans gets it down to Scouting. Mismatch there. Garrido from 17 bricks it off the back of the rim. We had a good look. Here come the Raiders. Steele on the left wing for Mount Union with 4:55 to go in the game. Moore, Steele. Marcus deep on the left wing. The former Solon Comet goes around a screen by Farrington. Kevin Moore on the right wing. Kevin back to Marcus. They throw it around the arc inside the Farrington. Back out Steele from 22. Front of the rim, no. Rebound, Jarius Jones. 4.5 to go in the game. Campbell's got it on the right side of the floor for Otterbein. The Purple Raiders still on top, 61-57. Campbell foul line extended, spinning out of trouble. Heckman, top of the key, goes around a Garrido screen. Heckman stutter step dribble. Now to Jarius Jones. Jones going baseline. Jones with a force up, in, and foul. Wow. So Jarius Jones with 11. That is 6 above his average. He came in averaging 5 points a game, and he's got a chance for a three-point play. 4:11 left to go in the game, and Mount Union will call a timeout, and it's going to be a full. So we'll step out at the MAC Center. Still up for grabs. Mount Union 61, Otterbein 59. Purple Raider Hoops continues on 1310 WDPN.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Four minutes, 11 seconds left to go in this one here at Mount Union. Purple Raiders 61, Otterbein 59. Both teams still huddled up around their coaches here during this timeout. Let's get to some more OAC basketball scores. 9 minutes to go in the game. Muskingum 46, Ohio Northern 43. 11 minutes left to go. Marietta and Heidelberg are all tied at 68. Still no score on John Carroll Wilmington or VW Capital. I'm not sure that's why, but those scores are not reloading on the OAC scoreboard page as of this moment. 4:11 to go. Purple Raiders on top by 2, 61-59. Timeout situation. Otterbein with 3, Mount Union with 4. Right now the possession arrow will go with Otterbein at the next held ball. Jarius Jones completes the three-point play. So Jones with 12 points on the afternoon. And it's 61-60 Mount Union. 4:10 left to go. Here comes Marcus Steele. Across the timeline, picked up by Heckman. Steele goes on the screen or on the right side. Steele, top of the key, around a Parker screen. Now to Chance Kasenheiser. Chance give and go out of Parker. Christian spins into paint, goes to the hole, put it up too strong. Farrington got the rebound, put it up, nobody got fouled. And Elijah will shoot 2 line right. 3:50 to go. Mount 61, Otterbein 60. Elijah Farrington, 2 free throws, line right for the Purple Raiders. Elijah 8 points on the afternoon. That free throw is up and no good. I believe that is the first miss from the line today for Mount Union. They were only shot 3 so far, so that was their 4th or 3 out of 4. Elijah's second one, that was good. Farrington splits the pair. Give Elijah 10 points on the afternoon. It's a 62-60 Mount Union. 3:40 left to go in the game. Otterbein with the ball at the other end of the floor. That's Evans. Now to Heckman on the baseline. 9 on the shot clock. Ball goes down low to Garrido. Little baby hook from 6. Couldn't get it to go. And Elijah Farrington sweeping across their air. Picked up that rebound for Mount Union. 3:18 to go. Raiders with the ball in a 62-60 lead here at the MAC Center. Steele around a Parker screen. Marcus on the right wing. Out on top to Elijah. Back to Steele. Marcus right wing. Gets it down to Parker. Parker backing in. Turn. Shoots. No! But he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. And a couple of really good opportunities for conventional three-point plays. The ball just won't go down. So Christian's got to earn them line right and shoot 2. Christian Parker on the afternoon. 11 points for Mount Union. Christian's first free throw is to give the Raiders a 3-point lead. It's on the way. It's up. It's good. 12 for Christian Parker. Parker again, line right. Missed it. 1 out of 2 for the big man. 3 minutes left to go in this game. Mount Union 63, Otterbein 60. See if the Raiders can bring it home today here in Alliance. Evans, Garrido, back to Evans, goes inside, put it up, no, loose on the floor, still loose, jump ball, it'll stay with Otterbein. 2:39 to go in the game, still 63-60 Mount Union. Boy, it looked like 10 different sets of arms had a chance to get that ball. So they put 20 back on the shot clock, and the Cardinals will inbound the ball underneath the hoop. It'll be Heckman to toss it in. Heckman's got 10 today. Nice pass inside for Chase Garrido. Well, he got open somehow and popped it in. He's got a dozen, Chase Garrido. 2:27 left to go in the game. Mount Union 63, Otterbein 62. Farrington on the right wing, going inside, lays it up on the rim. No, loose on the floor, picked up by Heckman. Here come the Otterbein Cardinals with 2:10 left to go in the game. Mount Union on top by 1. That's Heckman way out there on the left wing, picked up by Christian Parker. Timeout, Otterbein with 2:04 left to go in the basketball game. And it's going to be another full timeout. 2:04 left to go in the game. We'll keep it here. Mount Union 63. Otterbein 62. Purple Raiders looking for their 14th win of the season and their 11th in the OAC. Speaking of the OAC, let's get you another scoreboard update. Muskingum 52. Ohio Northern 50. 6 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go in the game. How about this wild thing? Heidelberg and Marietta, 80-80. A lot of points being put on the board down on the river today. Top 25 college basketball scoreboard today. We've run down the finals for you on a couple of occasions. Let's see if we got anything that sticks out as far as games in progress right now. A&M leads Missouri 38-29.5. Number 1, Auburn leads Florida with 4 minutes to go in the first half, 31-29. Houston 29, Colorado 23. The Cougars ranked number 5 in the country. And Penn State leads UCLA. Check it, UCLA over Penn State 34-26 with 4 minutes to go in the first half there. Buckeyes will play Nebraska tomorrow at 2. Of course, the big game tomorrow, Super Bowl between the Eagles and the Chiefs, a little bit after 6:30 down in New Orleans. All right, back to action here at the Mack Center. Darius Jones over on the right side of the floor. Under 2 minutes to go now. Evans, left wing. Scowden, wide open 3. Air ball, but Jones got the offensive rebound. Darius Jones fumbled the ball to Scowden. He lost the ball off the rim, and it's picked up by Christian Parker. Wow, that was... Raiders got a little bit lucky there, but we'll take it. 1:35 left to go in the game. Mount 63, Otterbein 62. We are not out of the woods yet. And Mount Union's going to call a timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. 63-62 Purple Raiders. Let's reassess the timeout situation now. Mount Union's got 3 left. Otterbein's got 2. 16 fouls on Otterbein. 5 on Mount, so neither team in the 1-and-1 yet. Although the next Otterbein foul, the Raiders would shoot the 1-and-1. Possession arrow would go to Mount, so that's good. Leading scorers today for the Purple Raiders. Nobody really having a wild game, but just good balance. Christian Parker, 12 on today. 11 for Kasenheiser, and 10 for Farrington, 9 for Moore, 8 for Collier. For Otterbein, Jones with 12, Garrido with 12, Heckman with 10, Hanna with 9. Those are your leading scorers for Otterbein. All right, here come the Cardinals. Here come the Purple Raiders. A minute 31 left to go. Mount 63, Otterbein 60. Did a good possession here. Oh, Kevin Moore, long three in the corner. It's good. Kevin Moore. A long three in the corner gives the Raiders a 66-62 lead. Boy, that took some guts to shoot that one. Jarius Jones all the way down inside. Hangs it up on the rim. Nobody's fouled. He'll shoot two.
It's an illegal screen, Mike.
Foul on Christian Parker. That's his third. So now each team with 6 team fouls here in the second half. 1:11 to go in the game. Purple Raiders 66, Otterbein 62. Jarius Jones shooting 2 line left for the Cardinals. First one up, rattles the rim and falls in. Jarius Jones averaging 5 a game. He's got 13 here this afternoon. And the Otterbein Cardinals closed to within 3. Raiders on top, 66-63. Jones line left, second free throw. That one did the same thing. Rattled all over the creation and fell in. Jones with 14. Another huge possession for Mount Union right now. 1:07 to go. Mount Union 66, Otterbein 64 at the Mac Center. Hang on, everybody. Final 1 minute of this one. Steele on the right wing. Steele goes inside, almost lost the ball. Gets it way out on top to Kaysenheiser. 53 seconds to go. 10 on the shot clock. Kick. That should put the shot clock back at 20, and it will. 50 seconds left to go in the game. Purple Raiders on top by only 2. 66-64. Chance to throw it in to Marcus Steele. Need a hoop here to get some breathing room. Steele. Kaysenheiser. They pitch and catch behind the three-point line down to Parker. Almost fumbled it. Gets it back. Christian inside. Wheels. Shoots the fadeaway. Air ball. Rebounded by Mount Union. It's Farrington. Put it up and in with the right hand. Elijah with a 12-point game, and that was the biggest one of the day. Raiders on top by 4. 26 seconds to go at the other end of the floor. And a foul on Mount Union. It's on Chance Kaysenheiser. His second, team 7, and now Otterbein will be in the 1-on-1 line left with 26 seconds left in a 4-point game. Heckman will shoot the free throws. He's got 10 points on the afternoon. 1-on-1, first one up. Got it. 11 for Heckman. Mount 68. Otterbein 65. 26.2 left to go. Heckman's second free throw is good. So Heckman with 12. He was averaging 11 a game, so he is right on his average. And a timeout on the floor. This one taken by Otterbein, and this will be a full. We'll step out. 26.2 left to go. Who's going to pull this one out? Hopefully the Raiders. Mount Union 68, Otterbein 66. We'll take a break on 1310 WDPN.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
.2 seconds left to go in this one. 68-66. Mount Union by 2. Raiders with 3 timeouts left. Otterbein with only 1. Kevin Moore, Dante Collier, Chance Kaysenheiser, Marcus Steele, Christian Parker on the floor for Mount Union. Remember, the next held ball would go to Mount if it comes to that. Huber, Scout, Jones, Heckman, and McLaughlin on the floor for Otterbein. Here come the Raiders in the backcourt now. Kaysenheiser, double team, throws it to Collier. Dante at midcourt. Dante's got to call a timeout, and he does. Boy, Otterbein wanted to travel. They didn't get it, and the Purple Raiders just barely got a timeout. I think Mount may have dodged the bullet there. 18 seconds left to go in the game. Mount Union 68. Otterbein 66. That very well could have been a travel on Mount. Otterbein would have got the ball back with 18 seconds down too, but thank goodness it was not called. And Uncle Joe's having a fit over here. 17.9 left, 68-66 Mount Union. All right, now the timeout situation, Mount Union with 1 and Otterbein with 2. 7 fouls on the Raiders, 6 on the Cardinals. Marcus Steele will throw it in right in front of us as we're courtside at the Mac Center. 18 seconds left, Mount with the ball, they lead by 2. Ball comes into Kasenheiser. Chance all the way in the backcourt, being hounded. He splits a double team all by himself. Brings it all the way down to the right side of the floor, all the way back out to Steele, and a foul with 8 seconds left to go. How about the handy dribbling by Chance Kasenheiser? He chewed up almost 11 seconds all by himself. And he had a couple Cardinals looking for their shoestrings on the floor in the process. So 7.7 left to go. Mount 68, Otterbein 66. Offense-defense substitution for Otterbein. Taylor in for Mount. Collier will sit down. And now Marcus Steele with a big 1-on-1 line right for Mount. They lead it 68-66. Marcus Steele, 6 points today for Mount Union. Front end of a big 1-on-1. It's up. It's good. All right. Here's the big one. Marcus with 7. Timeout, Otterbein. They have 1 remaining. This is a full timeout. 7.7 seconds left to go. Mount Union 69. Otterbein 66. Sam Berkman with you today. Good to be with you. 1310 WDPN. Streaming live, of course, at Q92radiosports.com. Check us out on the Facebook page and the Q92 YouTube channel. OAC scoreboard update for you. 2 minutes to go. Muskingum at home leads Ohio Northern, but by only 3. 61-58. Muskies on top. Marietta at Heidelberg. Heidelberg at Marietta. 2 minutes to go there down on the river. Still anybody's game. Heidelberg 88 and Marietta 86. Purple Raiders will be at Muskingum next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at 7 o'clock. A week from today, they'll be at Heidelberg. Those are 2 huge games in the league. And then we'll be back with you here on the 19th of February at home against Baldwin Wallace right here on 1310 WDPN. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip here at the Mac Center. All right, 7.7 left to go. Mount Union 69. Otterbein 66. Marcus Steele has just hit the front end of the 1-on-1. He's got 1 more coming. If he's able to get it, it'll be a 4-point lead.
Let's go!
Otterbein just leaving the huddle. Mount's been lined up at the free throw line for about the last 20 seconds. Marcus Steele trying to complete 2 free throws here in line, right? This would give Mount a 4-point lead. 7.7 seconds to go. Free throw up. Oh, he missed it. Holy smoke, 6 seconds to go. Here come the Cardinals across the timeline. Haven't lost it on the floor. It's loose. Time is running. Time is running. Time is run out. And Mount Union escapes. Holy smoke. 69-66. Your final score. And it came down to the last seconds again. Otterbein had a chance to tie it with a 3, but thank goodness they couldn't get a shot off. And Mount Union holds on for the victory. Wow. Purple Raiders 14-7 overall now. 11-3 in the league. Otterbein goes to 11-10, and they are now 6-8 in the OAC. Post-game show is coming up next. We got lots to get to, so keep it right here. Your final score, Mount Union 69, Otterbein 66. We'll take a break and come back. Keep it here. 1310 WDPN, streaming at Q92radiosports.com.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92radiosports.com.
What's trending? Here's what you can find online.
Q92radiosports.com is the official website of the Q92 Sports Network. It's also your home for all of our high school and University of Mount Union football and basketball games. It's where you can stream games live. Go to our SoundCloud page to relive games from the past. You can check out our upcoming broadcast schedule, get scores from around the area, and find your local sports news. It's all just a click away at Q92radiosports.com.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back here at the Mac Center on 1310 WDPN, 953 in attendance today. And they saw another game go right down to the wire. Mount Union holds on to win it by the score of 69-66. Purple Raiders now 14-7, 11-3 in the league. Otterbein drops 11-10 and 6-8 in the league. Real quickly before we get to some stats, let's a couple of wild games going on down the wire also in the OAC for men this afternoon. With a minute to go, Muskingum 63, Ohio Northern 58. And with 12 seconds left to go in Marietta, Heidelberg 92, Marietta 91. So that one's coming down to the wire as well. All right, here for the Purple Raiders today. They were 25 of 56 from the floor for 44%. 13 of 23 from threes for 54%. Free throw line 6 of 9 for 67%. For Otterbein, 24 of 52 from the floor, 46%. 7 of 16 from the arc, 43.8%. They were a very good 11 of 13 from the free throw line for 84.6%. Some individual numbers for the Raiders. We will go this way. Kevin Moore had 12. Elijah Farrington had 12. Christian Parker had 12. How about that for balance? 11 for Chance Kasenheiser. 7 for Marcus Steele. 8 for Dante Collier. 5 for Jamar Talbert Jr. And 2 for Jarrett Taylor. Fouls today, each team, 12 fouls. Rebounds. Mount Union got out-rebounded 31-25. For the Raiders, their high rebounder was Elijah Farrington with 9. Let's see here. Assists today, the Raiders had 16. Otterbein with 15. 7 assists today for Marcus Steele. Steals, Mount only had 3, 1 of each for Farrington, Parker, and Jonah McCartney. Blocks today, Mount Union had 3. 1 apiece for Farrington, Parker, and Collier. For Otterbein, their scoring situation, they had 1, 2, 3, and 4 in double figures. 14 for Jarius Jones. He came off the bench today, averaging 5 a game. He pumped in 14. 12 points for Julius Heckman. 10 apiece for Troy Scowden and Chase Garrido. 7 for Cam Evans. 9 today for Alex Hanna on 3 threes, and 4 for Jared Krieger. Assist. High assist guy today was Heckman. He had 5. Rebounds. The high rebounder was Jarius Jones. He had 7. Blocks today. Nobody had more than 1. Jarius had a block, and Chase Garrido had a block as well. A couple of other numbers to pass along to you. Points off turnovers, Otterbein 7, Mount Union 6. Points in the paint, Otterbein beat the Raiders up there pretty good. They had 32 points in the paint to 22. Second chance points, Otterbein 8-5. Fast break points, Mount Union 8-5. Bench points, Otterbein outscored Mount Union 23-15. Biggest lead of the day, Otterbein a 10-point lead with 10 minutes to go in the first half. Purple Raiders had an 11-point lead with 18:25 to go in the second half. Scoring runs, Otterbein an 8-0 run was their best. Mountain had a 10-0 run. That was their best. 3 lead changes today. The game was also tied a total of 3 times as well. That is going to wrap it up. I want to check these OAC scores one more time because both those games that we're kind of watching today were both going down to the wire, just like this one did here in Alliance. Let's see here. 59 seconds left to go. Muskingum 65, Ohio Northern 61. And 10 seconds to go. Heidelberg leads Marietta still 94-91. So that is going to wrap it up here from the Mack Center. 956 watched it, and Mount Union won it. Purple Raiders 69 and Otterbein 66. For the crew back at 1310 WDPN, Ryan Rainsberg and the folks here at Mount Union. Most of all, thanks for listening today, Purple Raider Nation. Purple Raiders win it 69, Otterbein 66. Sam Brooklyn saying so long from the Carnation City. You've been listening to Purple Raider Basketball on 1310 WDPN and streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. Stay safe. We'll talk to you down the road.